You and two energies. Hello, I'm Avalon Kisby and welcome to my YouTube channel where I try and expand and give a little bit more insight to some of the very short TikToks that I do. So we have started with this spread already. If you wanted to go see the card shuffle and pull, then please feel free to go and see that on TikTok under the same name of Avalon Kisby. So we are using the Antique Anatomy Tarot deck. Every time I use this deck, people ask me the name of it there. And just out of information for you, I am going to be running a specific tarot class for this tarot deck, and we will be looking at the symbolism and intuitively connecting with these cards. Okay, so where did we get to? This is your energy here. We started pulling with the Nine of Rods. This is a card of showing someone who has great tenacity, who has been through many life experiences, and yet nothing holds them back. You may be seen as the linchpin. You see this rod here in the center, and you can see that you hold many together. The symbolism of the narcissi or the daffodils flowers here is one of inspiration, and you may be very inspiring to many around you. The second card that came up for you is Justice, and here if we look at the illustration on this card, we can see that this is one of balance. You see how the card here is cut so that there is half of the cerebral cortex or the brain, and then the other is the half of the heart. So there is something that you have had to come into balance with to feel whole within yourself. It most definitely feels like your path may be different from others, and that you have had to come into full acceptance of this within yourself. This energy number one feels like it has an eternal and divine connection to you. You are on their pile. Both of these cards are you on them. Okay, the Empress here, they recognize again that you are someone who has gone through so much growth. This growth has come at a cost, and yet you have still remained warm and sweet and loving. You have not become bitter and cold, and there has been much strength that has been shown from you in this regards. Here they're showing the femur bone, which is the strongest bone of the human body. Superpowers, that's what they think of you. They feel that you have superpowers. This is you again on their pile here, very much speaking of the divine feminine. You can see that you are always on their mind here, that there is this unbreakable connection. There is perhaps telepathic communication that goes on between the both of you. The harebell's very much a British flower, and in Scotland the meaning is one of everlasting love and fidelity. So to me this may mean that you may even have some Celtic roots, or something to do with Scotland might be very appropriate for you or meaningful to you. This energy number two fives is what they have. Change. There is something shifting and changing within the dynamics of this relationship. Usually fives mean something to do with obstacles as well, inner or external conflict. However, they find you absolutely alluring and attractive. The black flowers here symbolizing that you may have been embodying all of your divine femininity, including the dark feminine. They may see you as a seductress. They may even be somewhat obsessed with you. They are also highly protective of this connection. You can see that they feel very much entwined with you, you being the flowers. All right, so there's a couple of cards here where we see the crosses over. It feels like, almost like, if you look at fabric, woven fabric, where your lives are woven together. This is what this reminds me of when I see these crisscrosses. So let us have a look. We will do a little bit more of a shuffle and see your energy and that of those two around you. So I do apologize that I have not been on YouTube for a little while. For many of you, you will know that I went over to the UK to see my person. And then since getting back, I have created a brand new website, which I'm really excited about. There are some Valentine's special readings on there. And also those tarot courses that I have been speaking of, and some mentorship courses. So energy number 1, Ace of Blades, and energy number 2, we have the Page of Blades. For you, with the 7 of Pentacles, there may have been something that you have been manifesting for a very long time. In a traditional card, the 7 of Pentacles is someone who is burying a seed. And the seed is very symbolic of someone's wishes, hopes, dreams, manifestations. And while that seed is in the ground in germination process, it appears like nothing is happening. And yet they are patient because they believe in themselves. And then what happens is once it starts sprouting, it takes off like Jack and the Beanstalk. And there is a very big snowball effect that happens. This is telling you that all of your manifestations are just about to explode for you, not just in one area of your life, but in many areas of your life. I also feel, if we look at the illustration of this card, that this is talking about the gathering of a soul family. Gathering your soul family. These two energies, I would say, are soul family to you. The Ace of Swords. We have spoken about you always being on their mind and there being a telepathic connection between the both of you. They are also highly protective of you, standing in front of you, again, you being symbolic, or the symbolism of you being the flowers. They would like to move forward in truth and with clarity and with fearlessness. There is something that they would like to achieve with you. This could come in the form of a conversation or in the form of action, actually doing something. It feels like change. This feels like change, but this also feels like change. The Page of Blades often shows anxiety to me. Now that's not the traditional meaning of it. The traditional meaning of it is usually pages are about messages and coming forward with messages. So it could be something that they have on their mind that they wish to say to you. But from experience of working with these cards, I often see those with anxiety coming up as the Page of Blades. So this person may have anxiety about certain changes. I think they feel that there is a shift that is coming in the dynamics between you. Your energy. We have the 4 of Pentacles, energy number 1, the Knight of Rods, and energy number 2, the 8 of Pentacles. You have become highly selective on who you share your energy with. There may only be a very small handful of people that are gathered around you now. You have found your soul tribe, and with you knowing that your path is different to others and that not everyone will understand or support you, you have chosen those around you with great care, ones that you trust and will invest in. You're very careful who you will invest your time and your energy with. If this is not something that you have come to yet, then this is something that I foresee for you. This energy number 1, I wasn't sure whether this was action or whether this was simply a conversation. This card here shows that this is action. This person is wanting to move forward. They have a lot of passion in something, an idea that they have, and they want to bring this into physical reality. There is something about this that they want to make happen. Potentially this is something that you may have initially wanted and that this person has maybe delayed on, and now they feel like it is time to make their move. They could potentially be younger than you as well. A lot of fire energy, a lot of doing energy with this pile. Energy number 2, they may bury themselves in work with this 8 of Pentacles. You do have feelings for this person. You recognize who they are to you. You can see that this is mirrored energy. Now, what do I mean by mirrored energy? Well, first of all, if we look at the illustration, what we see in the top is then reflected in the bottom. So mirrored energy is what you think that they think about you is exactly true, and vice versa. Okay? It is not your imagination. If you feel that they have a connection with you, then they do. If you feel that they are deeply in love with you, obsessed with you, then they are. It is the truth of the matter. We'll do one more card, please, Spirit. One more card for each. Your energy, 4 of Cups. Their energy, or energy number 1, 9 of Cups. And energy number 2, the Knight of Blades. The 4 of Cups, so we have 2 4s. This is talking about that stability again. Here, we've already seen the stability. You've had to learn so much along this path for you, and cutting out people that have been toxic to you with arsenic, morphine, heroin, cyanide. You've definitely left people behind. This is definitely talking to me about only having a handful of people around you because of the experiences that you have had. This energy number 1 is madly, deeply in love with you. You are everything to them. You are their complete wish fulfillment. It even says it here on the card. Wish, bliss, love, joy. There's no one like you. They may have recognized this a little bit late. This feels like twin flame energy. It's not too late. I'm just saying a little bit later than you have experienced it, okay? This Knight of Blades, when I had said that there was anxiety, you can see that there is a lot on their mind. And here are the black flowers again. The black flowers are one, the symbolism of black flowers is one of mystery, is one of attraction, it's one of obsession. So this person may be obsessively thinking about you. You're always on their mind. Thank you so much for sharing a moment with me today. I am glad to be back on YouTube, and I hope to be on here more frequently. I'm going to link my brand new website here for you to look at. Just go take a peek. I created it all myself. Everything in there I've created myself. So I'm just happy to share it with you, and I would love to hear your feedback on how it works for you. If you find any issues with it, just let me know. Because I might have missed something, but I'm just curious to see how you like it. I love it. Take care for now. Have such a wonderful weekend.